Hi, I'm Samantha McDouglas from thebridgeteachers.com. Come look over my shoulder at a play problem. Let's begin by reviewing the auction. This was a non-competitive auction. Our partner was the dealer and began by opening one heart. This shows 5 or more hearts and an opening hand or better. We responded one spade, showing 4 or more spades and 6 or more points, and partner rebid one no trump. This should deny 4 spades and should show 12 to 14 points. Also, partner probably doesn't have 6 hearts. When it came back to our hand, we bid 2 diamonds. This should be 4 or more diamonds and 10 or more points. This is a forcing bid. Although not guaranteed, 2 diamonds strongly suggests the existence of a 5th spade. When it comes back to partner, they rebid 2 no trump. This should be both denying a 3-card spade suit and showing the bottom of 12 to 14. If partner were at the top of 12 to 14, I would expect them to bid 3 no trump over the 2 diamond bid. And if they had 3 spades, I would expect them to show that. Having already denied 4 spades with 1 no trump, bidding spades now would only show 3. When it came back to us, our hand bid 3 diamonds. This is a non-forcing bid, showing extra length in the diamond suit and suggesting that no trump isn't quite the right place to play. After that, everyone passed. West was on lead and led the ace of clubs. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to assess the hand and come up with a plan. I am not going to give you the answer to that right now. We are going to play through the first 7 tricks, and then I'm going to ask you what you would do. In particular, I do want you paying keen attention to the spade suit, but you do want to track all of the suits as we go through this. The person who held our hand played the 2. And West now led the 9. Declarer played the 10 of clubs. And East let the 10 hold. I'm not sure if that was because East wasn't expecting Declarer to play the 10 and just played the wrong card, or if they misclicked. I'm not sure what happened here. But this is a real life example, and errors are going to happen. After this, Declarer led a diamond, playing the king, and lost to the ace. West came back with another diamond, which Declarer won, and cashed the good 9 of diamonds, pulling the last trump from West, and now led the 10 of spades. West played the king, cashed the ace, and now led the 5 of hearts. And here we are. This is where we are going to attempt to make the hand by taking the remaining tricks. At this moment in time, we're going to stop and reassess the hand. And in order to do that, we need to clarify a few points. Let's start with the heart suit. Is this the first time that hearts have been played? Yes. Hearts haven't been played before this. This is the very first heart trick, which means, of course, that we don't know where the king of hearts is, and it has not yet played. When we look at the club suit, is the king of clubs good? Yes. And this is the sort of thing you need to remember. The ace of clubs was led on the very first trick, making the king good. How many diamonds does the defense have? 0. We have pulled all of the trump. How many spades does the defense have? 2. Are they higher or lower than what we have? 1 is higher and 1 is lower. So when we reassess the hand at this point in time and we count losers, counting, of course, the south hand, what do we come up with? 1. The jack of spades is outstanding. We are in grave danger of losing that trick. If we lose that trick, are we going to make this hand? No. We've lost 4 tricks. We can't lose any more tricks and make this hand. How can we get rid of our spade loser? By discarding. We can't trump. we can't finesse. So if we're going to get rid of our spade loser, it's going to be by discarding. There is, by the way, an outside chance that you could play down all of your diamonds and maybe the person with the jack of spades would throw the jack of spades. This is only going to work on a defender that is not paying attention. On a defender that is paying attention, this won't work. They should know that you have another spade, and they should know that jack is the high spade, and they should be keeping that card to the exclusion of all other cards. If we want to discard, how many discards do we need to get rid of our spade loser? 3. If you discard 1 or 2 spades, you still have a spade loser. In order to get rid of the spade loser, we actually need 3 discards. And I'm going to show you that before I tell you what I would do. This, by the way, is not what I would do here. But if we were to play the ace of hearts and discard a spade, and then play the king of clubs, discarding another spade, note that we actually haven't changed anything. We still have 1 spade loser. We started with 1 spade loser when we began looking at the hand at trick 8, and we still have 1 spade loser. We haven't changed it. And again, you can play down all of the diamonds, but the defense should not throw the jack of spades if they've been paying any attention. So let's go back. 2 discards isn't good enough. We need 3 discards. How would we get a 3rd discard? By taking the heart finesse. That might seem like a totally crazy thing to do because we don't have any losers, and almost always when we don't have any losers in a suit, we don't want to finesse. But the beautiful thing about this is there is no risk. If East has the king of hearts and plays the king of hearts, we aren't going to lose the trick because we have trump. We'll just lose our spade trick. The other 2 spades will be good, the other 2 diamonds will be good, and we'll be down 1. But if we don't take the heart finesse, we should be going down 1 anyway. Because if we play the ace of hearts and the king of clubs, as we just established, this is only 2 discards. We will lose the spade sooner or later and go down. So our only hope to make this hand is to create a 3rd discard. And the only way to do that is to take a chance and play the queen of hearts. There is no risk here. You have nothing to lose. If East plays the king of hearts, you trump, you give up your spade trick, and you take the rest of the tricks for down 1. You are going to do that anyway. Playing the ace of hearts isn't going to change that you're going to lose a spade trick. Playing the queen of hearts has the potential. When we play the queen, if East plays low, we now get 3 discards. Now we can play the ace of hearts, getting rid of our 8 of spades, and the king of clubs, getting rid of our 9 of spades. And with that 3rd discard, now we have changed the number of losers we have. Now the 3 diamonds in our hand are good, and we are making this hand. Let's go back. Most of the time, when you don't have a loser in a suit, you don't want to finesse in the suit. But in this scenario, where we don't have any in our hand and we are able to trump, there's no risk. Yes, absolutely. If we don't win this trick in dummy, we will never take a trick with the ace of hearts and the king of clubs. But we don't need to take a trick with the ace of hearts and the king of clubs because those 2 discards aren't going to change the number of losers that we have. The only way we can change the spade loser is by taking a trick also with the queen of hearts. So if you play the queen here and East plays the king and you end up trumping, it really hasn't cost you anything because you're just going to lose the 1 spade and go down 1. If it works, if the queen wins the trick, now we make the hand. So when you look at risk versus reward and make this evaluation, this decision is all reward and no risk. There is no cost to playing the queen of hearts. And there is a chance, if it works, that we're going to make the hand. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Please keep supporting by liking and subscribing. It makes a world of difference.